Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast! Peekaboo! I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in the fall of 2022, the album Dad AF Rock On Gold. It's like the encore. Dust Woman! Beast! Happy Sunday. How are you guys doing today? Sundays are my favorite day of the week. I just feel like they're the perfect day to get relaxed, rejuvenated, and renewed and refreshed for the week ahead. If you watch my vlog, you know that I always say that on Sundays. I just got back from brunch with my husband, and then we ran a few errands. We went and picked up the dog, Mr. Boo Radley. We picked him up some new dog food and treats, and we even got him a pair of pajamas for Christmas pajamas from the PetSmart. And then my husband had to go and do some work stuff to prepare a presentation with a coworker. So I was like, when it's a Sunday and you're at home and you're almost caught up on all of your TV shows, why not a drama video? And I am. I'm almost caught up on all of my TV shows. Last night, I watched the newest episode of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. If you are not watching RuPaul's Drag Race UK, this is one of the best seasons that there has ever been. And then I finally finished Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix, which I will be doing my review of that tomorrow on my review channel. But today, on my review channel, if you don't know what you don't know is a lot, I have been reviewing TV shows and movies over my review channel. Today I will be reviewing, which is the last thing that I watched yesterday, the docu-series, 3-part series that came out on Netflix this week. It is trending, I think, number 2 or number 3 in the United States for TV shows this week. And that is a docu-series called Killer Sally, about Sally McNeil, and she killed her husband, Ray McNeil, in, I think, 1995. I watched that last night. I watched all 3 parts, and then I went to bed. So I'm going to be doing my review of that today over on my review channel. Come over there and hang out and watch it and see what I have to say. I love to talk about TV shows and movies, and I was doing it on my vlog, and I was doing so many spoilers and things that I was like, okay, I need to move this off of here. And so now I'm specifically doing movie and TV show reviews over my review channel, and I'm just having such a blast, and the response has been so great, and I really, really appreciate it. So anyway, but I did think today, in preparation for the next Shane Dawson part of his series that's coming out. Oh my God. Oh, actually, from time to time, I find it imperative on my channel to address very important comments that come up. And I received a comment on my video, some video that I did the other day, and I felt that it was very important to address this comment. So let me read you the comment first. It's from Casey, and then I'm going to address it. Casey said, "Peter, I'm just curious. Do you ever replace the fan?" I think Casey is referring to this fan. This fan that is Fringe Fantastic, that is falling apart and has been falling apart forever. Peter, I'm just curious. Do you ever replace the fan? It's such an integral part of your videos. So, do you have backups? I'd love to think you just have a stash of them hiding in the closet somewhere, LOL. And so I haven't shown this actually in a while, and since I do use this fan on a daily basis, you know, when you are the fan flipper of the world and you're doing all these fan flips and things like that, it's easy, you kind of just get used to the same fan. It kind of just like, it just, you know, it flows so easily in my hand that I just use the same fan every single day. But yes, I actually do have backups. I have a box that I keep over in the chair next to my computer. Here's the box right here. This whole box is all fans. I will show you a few of them. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? I have that fan. And then I have this fan that says, "You're pretty." Dirt Squirrel sends me fans from time to time. People also send me fans. I have this one that says, "Slay" on here. Oh, I don't know what this is. I named him. Oh, it's Centipede. I forgot about Centipede. Oh my God. Centipede, this is the problem, okay? And this is why Centipede had to go in the box, because Centipede has so many opinions. Shut up! I know, okay? You and Shane Dawson have many similarities. But Centipede always wants to have opinions about things in videos. So Centipede can sit right up there. Oh, here's my CD that I think it was Beth that made this for me. And this is the Dad AF. Peter Monn CD, and it's got all my hits on the back of it that I sing. You can see right here. Wasn't this so nice that she made this for me? And it has all of my hits that I sing on here. Gold Dust Woman, I'm Every Woman, You Spin Me Right Round, Baby, Right Round like a record, baby. Every rose has its thorn. Kiss Me Deadly, Little Lies. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. Total Eclipse of the Heart, Rhiannon. Rhiannon rings like a bell through the night, and I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. Can you just figure out that I just wanted to talk on video today? I'm having such a blast. This is so much fun. Okay. Get down on it. How you gonna do it if you really don't want to dance? Get your back up off the wall. Okay, When I Grow Up, Little Red Corvette. Oh, God, I love that song so much. Paradise City. I Love Rock and Roll. I love rock and roll. Dancing with Myself, Don't Ya, and You Want This. The MC Light remix. Okay, and it goes like this. Yo, Janet, I'm about to get this. You want this, but do you really think that you can get this? At first you dissed us. Now you want to kiss this. Tell them, girls. Too late, you missed this. And it even has a CD inside that has all of the hits on it. Okay, so, but this whole box is all just like, you can see it's all just filled with fans. I have all these fans in here. This one says pink is a gateway color. I have all these cool fans in here. So, yes, I have extras. And then I also have this bag right here, this dirt squirrel bag that has all of these fans, these fantastic fans that they sent me. And hold on a second. I think this one says, hold on. Oh, well, we're going to talk about this today, so I'll just use this fan. But I will tell you what this, oh, Lord, I forgot this. I wondered where this stink was. Oh! This is like smudge spray. It's that Jeffree Star stink spray. Anyway, but, woo, I will tell you what this has in here. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, sham-a-lang, dang, ding-dong, ding. It has this glitter drama phone that somebody sent me. Isn't this so fantastic? House of Drama phone. This is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you? What? Oh, the Women's League. The Women's League. I cannot wait for the Women's League this week. You know why? Because, why? Well, you aren't, Jane. You aren't. Because we're going to talk about Shane Dawson's new series. It comes out on Tuesday. I mean, if the editing gets done and all, and he has enough diet root beers in time for, what? I can't wait. No, currently, I think he's eating and reviewing all different kinds of ice cream at the Walmart. Yeah, he's a review channel now, too. Like me. What? No. Hold on a second, Jane. My hair is getting so long from that Halo Beauty. I have to tuck it behind my ears. What? We don't talk. What you don't do in 2022 is talk about Tati, Jeffree, and Shane in the same sentence. No. Tati, no, she's not a Christian. Tati done unfollowed me a long time ago. Anyway, what? She follows all these drama channels, and I have been so nice to Tati, except for the no Tati. Why'd she unfollow me? What did I do to the gal? I don't know. Anyway, what? No, I can't wait to talk about it. It's going to be so much fun. I'm sure I know. The series part 2 is going to be so philosophical. It's going to be so amazing. I cannot wait. Yes, we can paint like clowns on Tuesday evening. All right, Jane, I'll see you then. Bye-bye. So anyway, those are all the things. So those are all the little bags I have up in my tricks. And of course, I always have my gloss, my lip gloss. So when your lips are dry as mine, then it's Luna Beauty time. I can't even get it on my lips. So I've had a little bit too much coffee today. So should we talk about Fight Club? What we're not going to do in 2022 is talk about Tati, James Charles, Jeffree Star, and Shane Dawson in the same sentence. That was long ago. That was in their past. They've grown, okay? They're Nazarene Christians today. Don't you know they've changed? They've repented their sins of the world. I mean, have they? Have they? Hold on a second. I mean, have they? I really haven't seen that, but whatever, girl. Anyway, so, yeah, this is just like we're talking in the kitchen today. Someone's in the kitchen with Peter. So, Shane, although everybody is asking him to put out part 2 of his series, which is really just 3 videos in a row. It's just a vlog, but he's calling it a series because with a series comes merch and comes products and comes excitement and all that kind of stuff, right? So this is the canceled world. The canceled world of Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. So part 2 is coming out on Tuesday. I've already what? I told you to shut up, Centipede. Part 2 is coming out on Tuesday. He announced that the other day. I already did a video talking about all of that. Hold on a second. And it says, part 2, hold on a second, coming Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's a ride. It's a ride. And then he puts these like screenshots of like what you're gonna see, and one of them's like Jeffree, and then it says, oh, Jeffree's saying, oh boy, and then another one is them on the plane, Shane and Ryland, and another one is Shane making that goofy face that he always does, because you can never have a real moment with him, and then another one is Shane looking at his phone, and Jeffree looking at his hand. I think he's swatching makeup on his hand, and Shane says, also sneak peek on my Snapchat. Okay. So, you can go over to Snapchat, and you guys, I'm so bored. This is what is so interesting to me, are the amount of comments underneath these community tabs that are just like absolutely glowing. And I have to just tell you, I'm like, what's going on? Because so many people are saying that they are like heavily deleting comments over there, okay? And it's really, really hard to find like a critical or negative comment, okay? But when you go over to Twitter, even under Shane Dawson's own Twitter feed, like, they're very critical. And it's a lot of, ooh, we don't want you. Why are you doing... I mean, even the ones that are like, we love you, Shane, are like, why are you doing another video series with Jeffree Star? Do you have no creativity and talent that you can't come up with something else? So people are really criticizing him for doing yet another series with Jeffree Star. It will be interesting to see what he does with it. Like I said, you know, if he comes out and they talk about, like, what the cancellation was like and how that affected them personally and all that kind of stuff. There is so much speculation on whether or not they're actually going to release this palette or not. I don't know how, you know, it is what it is. You know, do what you want to do. Release the palette, make your money, whatever. I know that there are a lot of people out there that are super fans of Shane's and super fans of Jeffree's and super fans of the both of them that will buy the palette if they release it. They are very aware of that too. And like I've said in my past 2 videos about this, you have to remember that at the end of the day, these people are business people. You know, like Shane and Jeffree have made that very, very clear. Especially Jeffree has made it very, very clear that he is a business person, you know. If Jeffree Star was somebody, if he was a business owner, like, let's just think about this, right? If he was a business owner that, let's say, was making $100 a month, making soaps and, I don't know, bath bombs in his bathroom and selling them on Etsy, do you think Shane Dawson would have made this video series about him? Or did he make this video series about him because Jeffree Star is such a businessman that makes so much money and spends so much money, and Shane showed a lot of that. If you remember in the series, Shane was very obsessed with a lot of the labels and all of that kind of stuff. So that whole expensive world of Jeffree Star was part of what Shane Dawson was obsessed with too. And, you know, when we talk about this whole idea of a cash grab or a money grab or anything like that, you know, it's interesting because people don't really want to talk about the money in association with Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson's done a very good job of that, right? Shane Dawson's done a very good job of acting like, oh, I don't care about money, right? Although he has these very expensive houses, very expensive cars and trucks, you know, on and on and on. We don't know, like, what else they own and what else they do. So, you know, it is a very expensive lifestyle that Shane Dawson lives. Not to mention, there's very few people that can take a year or 2 off and not work at all and just continue to live their life and just watch TV on a day in and day out and go, God, I don't really know what I want my next project to be. There's very few people that have the ability to do that, right? Okay, so, you know, there are a lot of people that are like, well, he's probably going to come out with this new palette because he needs money to pay for his alpacas. And so I don't know, okay? You know, if they end up coming out with this palette, I won't be surprised. If they end up not coming out with this palette, I won't be surprised. What I am going to be interested in is to see how they weave together this title of the canceled world of Jeffree or Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star with how they're putting together this palette. Like, in all honesty, I would have respected it more, and it would have been more interesting to me if Shane had chosen to just leave the palette out. And this is just me. This is just my personal opinion. Y'all can leave your opinions in the comment section below. This is just my personal opinion, having, you know, woo, just how I feel about it. I would have respected Shane more if he had done a video called The Canceled World of Shane Dawson talking about what had happened, right? Or if he had done a video called The Canceled World of Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, and they had flown out there and he and Jeffree sat down and talked about like what had really happened, okay? The problem with that is that Jeffree Star lacks the ability to take any ownership or any like have any authentic conversation and say, yeah, it like really sucked. Like, my business has been greatly affected by the things that have happened. You know, like, okay, when we were on the lockdown, like, people aren't working as much as they were before. People can't afford, we're like in one of, you know, the people can't afford the things they are. They're working 2 and 3 jobs. You know, there's a lot of those comments that people are sending to me that are on the community tab that are then getting deleted, right? Which is interesting. So I screenshot a couple comments. Hold on a second. And I also got sent a couple comments. I do want to share with you this one comment that this person said, GD, these fake comments going hard. And it had 6 likes on it. But somebody said, couldn't get to 10 minutes, so choppy with no plot. It's so weird, like watching a string of random Instagram stories, which is really what it is. But there was this one long comment on the video or on the community tab, and I want to share this with you because I thought this was a really interesting comment and a kind of perspective from somebody, kind of encapsulating like everything that is really going on. This person said, okay, I already know my comment will be deleted. Well, first of all, how do you know that? How do you know your comment will be deleted, you know? And how is it that, you know, it's like Jaclyn Hill came out the other day and she said for the first time in years she's had to delete comments and block people over their comments about a Chanel purse, okay? First of all, having watched Jaclyn Hill for 6+ years, this is not her first time deleting comments or blocking people. It might be her first time, but her team or Jordan or somebody is doing it because it happens a lot on her Instagram, okay? So that's a complete lie straight from the pit of hell. But then Shane Dawson and Rylan do this all the time. Like, if you go to any of their videos or community tabs, like, I mean, it is just flooded with positivity, right? And people always ask me, they say, you know, like I got a comment the other day on my video and somebody said, and I want to make this clear. Somebody said to me, Peter, you always say you get a lot of hate from like the Shane Dawson lovers or whatever, and I don't see any hate comments on here. You must be deleting comments. I don't delete comments on this channel. Okay, I just don't. And this person underneath there said, Peter doesn't delete comments. Just wait, they'll come, right? I don't know. I think it's because of the kind of space that is underneath my my comment section. And I feel that people kind of interact with each other in a different kind of way. I don't know why, but it's in a very generous, kind, compassionate way in the comment sections. And people tend to have more of a conversation underneath there. You know, I get comments from people that are like, these are the comments that I regard as like hate comments, okay, from people that don't like me, that love Shane Dawson. You have a hate boner for Shane Dawson. You're jealous of Shane Dawson. Nothing he could do, blah, 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 whatever, you know, like all this kind of stuff, right? Like those are like, those comments to me, like they don't really say a whole lot. But when you're saying like critical statements and you're saying, Peter, like, I watched the same video as you, and I have been an off and on fan of Shane Dawson for years, and I watched the video, and I actually enjoyed it, and I really liked it. Like, I don't consider that a hate comment, okay? I consider that a different perspective, and I love on YouTube that we are able to have different perspectives and different conversations about what is going on. I love that, right? Like, that is one of the coolest things about YouTube. That's why I love having a drama commentary channel where you guys can leave comments, because for me, it's like me driving around with my best friend Tanya Jean and us talking about something going on, and she'll have her opinion and I'll have my opinion. Do you think that my best friend and I always share the same opinion? We don't, okay? And we have been best friends for almost 26 years, and listen, many, many times, we don't share the same opinion. But I think that we live in a society now, especially on social media, where if you don't share the same opinion with somebody, then you're going to tell that person to go to hell and blah, 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 whatever. But why can we not have a conversation and share different opinions about somebody. You know, just because, like, somebody said, oh, like, it makes me so, somebody left another comment and said, it makes me so sad. Peter met Shane Dawson, he loves Shane Dawson, and his memories have changed. No, sweetheart. My memories have not changed of meeting Shane Dawson. My memories are very much the same, okay? And what has happened is my opinion has changed. I've seen a different side of Shane Dawson. I've also been shown and told things that Shane Dawson said about myself since that time, okay? I was given, you know, explicit voicemail messages where Shane Dawson was talking about me in not a very nice manner, right? And so a lot of those things have kind of changed my opinion. One thing I'm not is a bullshit artist, okay? And you can put your 25 cents in the cuss jar for that, Peter, all day long. But I'm not a bullshit artist, okay? And I'll tell it how it is all day long. And if I change my opinion, which I have the right to do as a human being, you know, that's another thing my good Judy says to me all the time. She's like, I can change my opinion from 5 minutes to the next. If I change my opinion, just because I liked Shane Dawson 5 years ago and would say, oh, I'd faint a million faints if I met him and all this kind of stuff. And I did meet him, and he was very nice to me when I met him. And it was a really cool experience to me at the time. Okay? And since then, the veil of Oz has been lifted. And what I realized is that Shane is not necessarily who I thought he was. You know, and they say don't ever meet your heroes. And that's kind of what's happened to me on YouTube over time. And I was just talking about this in my vlog the other day. You know, I think it was yesterday, actually, or the day before. That one of the things I'm so grateful for is that I live in Indiana. You know, when I get done filming my videos, which I feel so blessed to be able to do, my biggest worry is, you know, are my mums still watered and are they going to make it to Thanksgiving? You know what I mean? And what shows am I going to watch on Netflix with my husband for the night? Like, that's my biggest worry. I don't want to be caught up in all of that, you know? And so, like, I think that's, like, the hard thing. And I think when we watch people on YouTube, I think one of the hardest things is, and if you have a hard time with this, probably drama commentary channels are not where you need to be spending your time, is when people that you love, you are shown the truth about them, okay? And that's hard for a lot of people. Well, the purpose of drama commentary channels is to show you the truth and to have an opinion about something, and you guys can have your opinion in the comment section below. So anyway, I want to share this comment with you because I thought this comment was just very telling. So this person said, okay, I already know my comment will be deleted, but I have to say that this video was hard to watch, and this is the first part of the series. We had 3 time jumps immediately in the first few minutes. Now, February 2020 and 12 hours earlier. Then we have jumps back and forth between Your Crazy Life and 2020 with Jeffree. And this is where I said, like, the timeline for me was very confusing, and people were like, Peter, it wasn't confusing at all. It was incredibly confusing. Shane, who people call a genius editor, if the timeline was confusing, that's because Shane made it confusing. Shane wanted it to be confusing because he doesn't want people to be able to piece together when the cancellation was, when Welcome to the Circus statement came out, when he said he was done with the beauty community, when his timeline of spending time with Jeffree, when they moved to Colorado. He doesn't want people to be able to put that together. That was part of why it was so jumpy, because he wants it to be very confusing. Y'all want to say that Shane Dawson is the greatest editor in the entire world, which I don't think he is, okay? But if you think that he is, then what you have to say is, well, then there was a purpose behind the editing. And the editing, at best, okay, was, like this person says, choppy. It was crazy. So if that was the case, then there had to be a purpose for it. And the purpose was to confuse the watcher, okay? So then it goes on. Then you have jumps back and forth between Your Crazy Life and 2020 with Jeffree. You said what you wanted, you said you wanted questions, but ask family who love you and are biased. It would have been better to ask fans the questions, like I said, and not what you should make a series about. But fans' questions might be mean and real. The zooming noises you do drives me crazy. The back and forth between people always drives me crazy, and surely you have enough money to have all the cameras filming both people. All the jokes are lame, and we have heard them 100 times. The dirty clothes joke, the bad hygiene jokes, the fat jokes, along with feel bad for me, please. I mean, you're in your 30s now. Is it really funny to have smelly clothes and for you to be smelly as well? I mean, they aren't really jokes since you have proven that you wore in the same clothes most of your videos, and he even talks about that in the video about, I know people see me in my same clothes, but look at my closet, but these are only things that I wear in my podcast, right? Okay. So they go in and they say, I mean, they aren't really jokes since you have proven that you wore the same clothes in most of your videos. But even if it is a joke, I don't believe it is. Since when is it funny to smell like S.H.I. Tut? Since when is it funny to make sexual jokes towards your employer or employee? Now, I want to say something about this, okay? Because I said this in my video the other day, and there were a few comments that people were like, this is really a stretch. Chris is a friend of Shane's, okay? Yes. Today, in November of 2022, Chris is a friend of Shane's. And Shane is on video, with video evidence, making sexual jokes towards his cameraman, okay? 3 years ago, Andrew was his friend, who he is now referring to as his coworker. So that was his coworker back then, okay? Had he made those same inappropriate jokes about getting Andrew hard 3 years ago, you think people wouldn't be talking about that today? You think we don't live in a world where you cannot make those kind of jokes? And people want to say to me that Shane Dawson has grown as a person. He has no edit button and he has not learned. And I'm not saying that he and Chris aren't friends today. Maybe they joke about things like that when the camera's not rolling, okay? But you're such a fantastic editor that you're going to include that in there and you think that people aren't going to catch that? Sexual harassment in the workplace is a very, very serious thing, okay? And here it is again, another serious topic that Shane Dawson doesn't think is serious. That he just includes the joke in his video. He just thinks, there's nothing wrong with it, okay? So this person goes on and says, since when is it funny to make sexual jokes towards your employee? I mean, you are friends with Chris, but he is also getting paid and works with you. Pretending to go down on him isn't funny. If I was riling downstairs, I would feel like total S.H.I. Tut. We see it on the podcast all the time. They even make reference to it in the video series. It's disrespectful in my eyes and not funny, and has nothing to do with the title of this video, but also nothing has anything to do with the title. I am going on a rant here, but all of this is really bad. The filming, the editing, the bitching about not making millions of dollars. Shane, you are so out of touch with reality now. You do realize that most people live their entire lives not ever making $1 million. It sounds like I wrote this comment, but I swear I didn't. It's just ridiculous. The entire video and idea is ridiculous. Saying I am not releasing that palette because I was canceled, all that is manipulation because you know your fans are going to be saying, I need that makeup. Please release it. Then you can say, oh my God, I wasn't going to, and oh my God, I never thought this video would go in this direction. Thought this video would go in this direction when you know damn well that you had it all planned out months ago. Emotional manipulation. You were, it does kind of sound like I wrote this comment, doesn't it? You were done with this and now you're back. Feels much like a money grab to me, rant over. And that's it. That's exactly. I should have read that comment a little bit closer. It really does sound like I wrote it, but I swear to God I didn't. So anyway, I don't know if, hold on a second. Let's see who wrote, who is the person that wrote this? Emmy Lou, can you come out and just say that you're not me? Anyway, but yeah, like, it's interesting, isn't it? And it's like, here it is again with Shane. And Shane could very well do that and be like, oh gosh, you guys, like, and if you go down and read the comments, you know, okay, there are so many people that are coming out and saying they're not going to release this palette. Where are people getting the idea that they're going to release this palette? You guys are so silly. You think they're going to release this palette? They're not. These are all the Shane defenders. They're not going to release this palette. Go underneath the community tab, okay? Oh my God, I need this palette. Oh my God. Here, let's just go underneath it right now. I'll just go underneath the community tab right now. And we'll see if we can find, here it is, part 2 coming up. Hold on a second. Those shades. Oh my God, this is the #1 comment. Oh my God. I need this palette. I really wish Shane would continue creating and releasing makeup products. His creativity in the makeup world is absolutely everything, and it needs his presence. Iconic. This is a Shane I've been missing the years. I love it. Okay. This series is so iconic. Love it, Shane. We need the palette. The combination of Shane and Jeffree is perfection. Am I the only one secretly hoping this palette gets made and goes on sale? Yes. Okay, hold on a second. I mean, it just like it's one after another, and they're all either like, you know, praising the series or whatever. So, congratulations to you, series. Congratulations to you, Shane, on your series and all that. But anyway, more appropriate. Let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.